About we address the problems with Lifeline, especially the present Lifeline service provider Assurance. I have had service with them for about a year now. Their service is unreliable, and despite claiming to have unlimited data, they have illegal limits programmed into their network, and the devices that they send, they put illegal viruses into, which is becoming a standard illegal practice being done by many a phone company these days. The most common virus loaded into almost every phone anymore includes ransomware, locking out the functionality of the device you just paid for off the shelves so that you cannot pull that SIM card out and stick in another because they hid the price tag in a contract that uh, that's what they're trying to say. In reality, these electronic devices are not more than 50 cents worth of fucking hardware, and they're exploiting the fact that you're going to drop it, break a screen, they're going to charge you $100 for, and then wonder why $1,000 every month, year, how often are you going to replace that little brick of glass that they just sprayed some chemical on and said, here you go, you can see something on it. It's not rocket science. They've got it down to a fucking simple fucking printer kind of fucking assembly shit. It's not fucking difficult. Does not take man hours even because it's all being done by machine. So what are you really paying for? Your life? Your right to communicate? Seems to me like these establishments need to be seized for their treasonous acts against the people, sucking us dry while not honestly providing the service. We've now at 5 generations of telecommunications wirelessly and do not have a 100% coverage area in our nation. But they've got 5 generations of upgrades because all that matters is the most money they can get. But Assurance, especially, despite advertising they have unlimited data, put throttles so you cannot connect to the network in specific ways. The game Merge Dragons, for instance, will not allow you to connect because you require a direct connection to the server. They don't want to allow that because that allows you to connect to VPN so they can invade your right to privacy. Not acceptable. On top of that, they want to issue out devices. The UMX device specifically is what I got. We had 2 of them. Both of them, the touch screens, went dead on. Less than a year's time. That is a obvious factory defect. Should have been recalled. Instead, people are pounded with the mental anguish of having to get a new device, reprogram it, load it with all your content, and then have it destroyed. Should not be a problem. They've known for over a month now that that has been the problem with this second device now. And instead, for the last month, they're playing games saying, oh, well, we sent it to the wrong place. We don't know what is going on here. Here's indication that it's been sent back to us even, but we need you to file a police report to indicate that it's been stolen so they can maybe seize more money from the government over a supposedly stolen device that they already had in their records, had already been returned to them. So, yes, the only police report I had to file was the fact that they have been stealing the services, stealing the funds that the government has issued in the name of providing a lifeline service for us who are not financially capable of assuring these basic necessities for this world we're forced to deal with. That's why we have state issued phones. And yet they still are even cutting me off of that. It's quite clear that I'm actively suffering a treasonous wave, being burnt, as the burn notice film series may be indicated, by the government, deprived of the very fundamental rights that they were designed to protect for the people. I have been being deprived of them despite the knowledge that I qualify. It's being cut off. And it is a federal crime to be compelled to do any labors without compensation. That should include having to wait for anything, especially a right. That should include the hours that I have to spend trying to resolve that. So start paying me back now.